Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat. A little video a while ago. I created this journal signature using a mixture of American Crafts papers and some Making Cards magazine papers that were just basically stuck in my Christmas box, with the intention that I could do some Christmas journaling at some point. I'm not doing journaling like December daily or keeping it to a specific year or anything along those sorts of lines. That's not the intention. It's just that when I fancy doing some journaling using Christmassy stuff, this is going to be my first port of call. So I have printed off a couple of pictures of me from December 2020. Not the most flattering of pictures, but do you know what? They'll do. So I'm just going to find myself a page to do, and I think I'm going to do this one. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'm going to go and grab some bits and pieces and see what else I've got to play with to add into this particular journal page. Okay, I've gone a bit heavy on the red papers. Just going to grab myself a bit of white. I'm just basically using copier paper because that'll be fine. It'll just give me enough to get some borders, etc. And I think I could use this to create a tag if I cover that. And then I also grabbed the stencil. I'm not quite sure whether I want to use the stencil or not. But also this came with one of the Christmas cards that I got, and I just think it's really cute, and I'm thinking I could use that maybe. So I think first things first, we're going to add a few more patterns, maybe a bit like a tear. I think the torn edge is nice because you've got a bit of the white then showing, and maybe that, and then these can perhaps stick on in the background. I'm not sure. What do we think? I think I quite like that. Do we want to also add, so how about if I cut down, I know, I'll cut these into tags and we'll see what we can do with those. So my plan was to talk for this video, and then I've not said very much, have I? So, how is everyone? I have treated myself to quite a pleasant day today. I've done a bit of crafting already today. Things that are going to be over on my blog, so you'll see those over there at some point. I had a really yummy breakfast this morning. We had waffles with yogurt, and I put a bit of peanut butter on mine. And what else did we have with them? Strawberries, bananas. Really, really yummy. A little bit indulgent, really, but that's why what happens. It's a weekend, so that's what happens. It's a weekend when I'm filming this, obviously. I don't know when I'll upload, but it's a weekend when I'm filming this. Yeah. Goes a little bit bananas at the weekend, the whole dieting malarkey. Right, that needs chopping down a little bit. Maybe we could put me on there. It'll look a bit weird sticking out of that. Yeah, a little bit, but let's see. So yeah, so nice brunch, done a little bit of cleaning. I did tidy the craft room and cleaned up so that it was ready for the return to work tomorrow, which clearly I'm now creating, so whether it'll stay like that I have no idea. Yeah, I definitely think we could do pocket with this. So I'm thinking if I just adhere at this end, like so. I'm actually thinking maybe this side. Yeah. So yeah, I had tidied and cleaned up this room, but never mind. Not important. What else is going on today? My daughter's downstairs watching Harry Potter at the moment. That's definitely going on. Oh, that looks good. Let's get it out there. So she's doing that while she's doing a bit of schoolwork. She's on a bit of a catch-up mission at the moment. She's got a little bit behind on a few bits and pieces, so we're insisting she does schoolwork at weekends as well until she has got caught up. And she's doing it currently whilst watching Harry Potter, which I'm not entirely sure is appropriate, but never mind. It's what's happening. I'm thinking, do I want to put a bit of green in just to contrast? Maybe I could do that. Create a little pocket like so. Yeah, my husband's playing his game in the lounge at the moment, and that's about it really. That's all that's going on. We did contemplate maybe having a film night tonight, but I'm not entirely sure whether that'll happen or not. We shall see. So I'm currently thinking that this can go, and the photos are going to be hidden. I'm not enjoying my pink hair with the red, which is odd because I was actually wearing a red dress that particular day, which was one of my Christmas presents off my mum and dad. Was they got me a lovely Jo Brown's dress. So that's what I was actually wearing, but I don't think that the pink goes with all the reds. So I'm going to pop these in here as a secret panel. And then I've got a little bit of additional, I think I'm going to have to put something else on the front of that just to break up that red colour. Maybe another little bit of this. Maybe that. Yeah, that's going to work, isn't it? So yes, this particular photos are me in front of my favourite of our Christmas trees, which is the very snowy one that we have downstairs. I am Christmas tree obsessed, should I say. I absolutely love Christmas trees. So we have a number in our house. But yeah, this particular day, I'm going to just double check on my phone which day it was. I actually think that this was New Year's Day. Maybe it was New Year's Eve. Might have been New Year's Eve, actually. I think it was New Year's Eve. But yeah, we were about to play on the Wii Sports Resort and do some sports on that. whilst my parents were also going to be on their Wii Sports Resort doing the same challenges, and the intention was that we could then have like an Olympics of a sort. Yeah, so we would tot up the scores for each person, and then we'd award who did the best out of all of them. So I have got a note somewhere of what the scores were, etc. So I'm gonna see if I can find that, and then that can be included in my journaling. I think we need a little bit of something sticking out the sides there. Oops. So yeah, that was what was going on that particular day. I was trying to make the most really of a Christmas where we couldn't physically be with my parents, and try and do some of the things that we would always do with my parents when we get together for celebrations. That's play games or play on the Wii. So that's what that plan was that day. So from memory, I actually came third out of 5 of us. My parents came last, and my husband came first, which is perfectly normal, exactly what happens on a day-to-day basis, the usual score. So yeah, that was the plan. That's what happened, and that's the story for this particular page. So I'm going to go and do my journaling, and then I'll come back and you can see what else I end up sticking into this particular journal page. So I'm now contemplating, I've done my journaling on there, my tag. I had a bit of a problem because I seem to have a bit of a, I kept wanting to write Christmas Eve. In fact, I've done the same on there. I've written Christmas Eve on there. It was New Year's Eve, not Christmas Eve. So, fortunately, I can cover that bit up. But yeah, fortunately, because the tag is made of shiny stuff, because it's just the backing off the DSP 6x6 sheets, I could wipe it, so it looks a bit messy, but I've got there eventually. Right, I am going to write in a ballpoint pen for this rather than my Uniball. So it was New Year's Eve 2020. But yeah, I kept wanting to write the wrong thing. It's very odd. But yeah, it is, however, needing to dry because it's shiny. The ink takes a little longer to dry on that, so I'm going to have to wait before I can put that tag in there. But also, I'm just contemplating whether it needs a bit of green. I don't think I'm happy with it as it is at the moment, and I'm thinking, does that help? Or is it just too much? Can't work it out. Brain isn't working. I'm actually thinking maybe this needs mounting on the green, just to give that bit of contrast. That's the thing that I need to do. There we go. I think that's what I need to do anyway. Do you get like this when you're doing stuff? You just can't quite make your mind up. I mean, if this doesn't look right, fortunately the adhesive isn't that strong, so it can come back off. Now, I like that. Yeah, I'm much happy with that, and I think I might put some little green embellishments of some description up there. I think. Yeah, so I am going to put a bit more tape on that this time, so I know it doesn't come off. That's going to come hanging out. And then, actually, ooh, just had a thought. Do I want to turn that into a pocket where I can take that out of there and that out of there? I don't think I can create the pocket, so no, I won't do that. Okay, let's do that back down. And then this is going to, when it fits in there, it's going to fit like so. And like a little bit of ribbon hanging out. Just going to leave it out again to make sure it's dry. Now, do we want a little thing over the edge of that? I think we do. So we're just going to create a little tab. Just take our corner chomp around the sides. There we go. And that. Oh, if it opens, I need it to open, don't I? Do you know what? I think I'm still going to go for it. Let's put a bit of that on there. Now, it does need to go completely up against the edge, I think. It's not going to work. Like so. Like so. That's fine. Okay, let's see what little embellishment we can get. I'm thinking maybe a star of some description to go with that. It's got stars on there, you've got your starlight, star bright. I'm thinking maybe something star related up there. I'm not sure what I've got. Let me go and have a look. Okay, I've just grabbed this stencil and I'm wondering if we can maybe, if I put a couple of if I put some texture paste or something through there, will that work? I think it will. Right, I'm just going to grab some washi tape that's not particularly brilliant, but it'll do to just take the stencil into place. So I'm thinking a gloss gel, and then when it's dry I can cut them out and I can add them as embellishments, can't I? Well, that's my plan anyway. Let's see what happens. I just think that the gloss gel is the best way of doing it. Now it does take a little while for gloss gel to dry, so what I'm going to have to do is now untape this and put this to one side to dry whilst I clean up. Really important you don't leave too many mediums on your stencils, especially not if you want a really clear shape. So you can see here I have got a few mediums on mine, but they're not near the edge of the shape. And gloss gel especially sort of dries rock solid. But I think this way I'm picking up some of that green and keeping to the star theme, but I've created my own little homemade embellishments. So I think that'll work. I just need it to dry. So I think at that point I might just move on. I've got a couple of stickers. I'm thinking maybe there's a few of these that we could use. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. A Christmas tree. Like that one. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. I won't sing anymore because it'll make you turn off immediately. And It's a Wonderful Life, maybe. It needs to be slightly more over. There we go. It's a Wonderful Life. Perfect. And then Star of Wonder. Let's go with that. Star of Wonder. Okay, that seems to have dried now, so I think I'm going to be safe to put that in. Just need these to dry. I like that. It's the most wonderful time of the year. But you know what? Even though it wasn't our normal Christmas routines and traditions, we still had a wonderful time. It's what you make it, really, isn't it? You know, it was not the circumstances that we all wanted in the world. But it is indeed what we got. So you make the most of it. So I think we'll just put those 3 stickers down there. Might have to go back with a bit of glue underneath those. I don't feel like they're sticking particularly well. We'll see. Yeah, I definitely think we'll be able to put at least 3 of those stars on the page somewhere. So I'm going to stop the video now and I'll come back once those are dry. Okay, so I was a bit impatient and my camera wasn't right next to me, so I've actually gone ahead and finished the page off. Sorry. So the stars work quite well actually. You can see that they've got a bit of shine to them, so I like the way that those have worked. I also created an additional little journaling card with one of the remaining stars. In fact, that's a little bit tacky still, so I ought not to do that. Just because I forgot to put in who the winners were, so I've added that in as an additional piece of journaling. Yeah, and I made sure that those were all stuck down well, and I think I'm going to call this one done. I'm happy with that. It's quite a fun little page. It's got some pictures in there, it's got some journaling, all the journaling sort of hidden away admittedly, but I'm really happy with that. So I hope you enjoyed. That's the first of my pages in my little Christmassy journal made out of the papers that were left in the stash. So please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, or indeed thumbs down if you didn't. I'm happy to take the criticism. It's absolutely fine. Give me don't forget to subscribe though if you do want to see more. I'll have obviously quite a few pages in this to do, but I'm not doing it in any set order or anything along those lines, so it'll just be when the urge appears that I want to do some journaling about Christmas, any Christmas, doesn't really matter which one, I shall add it into this book. So subscribe to see more. There's all sorts of other stuff on my channel. I did some scrapbooking. I've done ATCs, artist training coins, card making. That's probably mainly what I've done. bit of painting here, there and everywhere. So yeah, so I'm now going to tidy up because I do need to get this desk ready for tomorrow for work. So it's time for me to tidy up. So until next time, I hope you're having a good day. Goodbye.